It's DJ Chala here, bringing you the freshest of new drum and bass today on Chala Radio. Okay, sorry, that was stupid as fuck. Today, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of self-promotion, but it's related to the story I have for you in this video, so please don't click off yet. This is going to be the first story of hopefully what's going to be a series. I've hit a pretty stable part of life now. Nothing particularly bad is happening, but a lot of weird shit has happened in my past that led up to this point, and I have a lot of stories I want to share. So I want the stories to be in actual order, so the first ones may be a little bit less interesting because you see, teenage Chala here was a nice kid. He didn't get in trouble at all, was just your regular internet nerd. Until he started hanging out with the edgy kids later on, which is when the stories will start getting a little more beefy. But today, I'm going to tell you about the time I met some fangirls off the internet for the first time, which was also sort of the starting point to my social life. Now, on to the self-promotion. I make music. That song in the intro was made by me. I've been producing music for around 5 years now, and it's just something relaxing to do for me, I guess. My producer alias is Synthetic Creature. It's a fucking retarded name, I know, but I was 16 when I came up with it, so give me a break. I don't make one particular genre of music. There's a little bit of everything, but back in late 2012, early 2013, I mostly just made shitty fucking hardstyle music. Why? A website called plug.dj was gaining popularity at the time. And if you don't know, it's basically like a hangout site where you can be a DJ and have a dancing customizable avatar. The DJ thing is just playing songs off of YouTube, basically. So 16-year-old Chala here was quite different from 30-year-old Chala. I was a complete fucking antisocial nerd, and my hobbies included collecting fucking Coke bottles. I bought Coke every day after school and just piled the bottles up at home. I'm honestly surprised I'm still alive. I was also just getting into plug.dj. I basically just wanted to be a shameless self-promoting cunt and play my own music in there. But hey, at least I didn't leave these like tear-jerking comments in popular songs with a lot of views that go like, I'm a 16-year-old producer. I just started producing music. So if you could check my SoundCloud, that'd mean the world to me. Okay, for whatever reason, people were actually really into my shitty songs, and I ended up being like pseudo-famous in there. So one day, when I had already become a regular user of the site, someone asked for my Skype name in the chat because everyone still used it back then. So I was like, okay, why not? And posted my username in the chat. And after a few minutes, like 10 people added me, even though only one person had asked for it. So I made a couple of friends out of the blue like that. But some of the people who added me never said a word to me because it was just cool to have as many people as possible in your Skype friends and not talk to 90% of them. But anyway, fast forward a couple of weeks, one of the people that had never chatted me randomly messaged me saying they really like my music and stuff. I said, wow, cool, thanks stranger, that's really nice of you. Turned out it was some girl from Finland. And after saying how much she likes my music, she just tells me she's coming to Estonia, which is where I live. She says she's coming here tomorrow and would like to meet up with me. Now, I didn't know what to do or say, because like I said, I was just a loser, antisocial, fucking virgin nerd back then, and I had never even talked to girls before, so I was kind of shocked and a little scared. But obviously I didn't want to show that, so I ended up saying something like, whoa, that was a little fast. Never mind the fact that we've never talked before. Yeah, let's meet the fuck up tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun time. Without even thinking about it. God damn it, man. I think it was partly also because I live very close to the harbor where ships from Finland come in. So she just said, nice, that's really cool, and told me where and at what time of the day we should meet up. So a couple of minutes later, the realization of what arrangement I had just made kicked in. Nobody ever is as cool in real life as they are on the internet. What if it's some internet predator or some shit? I even have pretended to be a girl just to catfish stupid guys in MMOs myself. My life could be in danger, dude. And even if it isn't in danger, I still don't know how to talk to girls, dude. It's gonna be the most awkward thing in the world. It'd be even worse than an internet predator. So naturally, I didn't tell anyone about this upcoming meetup and just nervously waited for the next day. So on the next day, I came home from school and sat down at my PC. I opened up Skype and saw that she had already messaged me about an hour ago saying she's already here in a mall and that I should go there as soon as I can. Yesterday, she told me she'd be here at around 6 p.m. or so, but it was only around 3 p.m. and she was already in the town somewhere. Plus, she hadn't even shown me what she looks like, so it couldn't have gotten any more suspicious at that point. But you know, in my head, I just said fuck it and took a bus to the mall. What's the worst thing that could possibly happen? It's a crowded place, so definitely nothing dangerous. Worst case scenario, it could just be a scam and I'd have skipped that for no reason on my basketball training that I was originally supposed to go to at 4 p.m. because I was in a basketball club back then. And I was a fucking emo looking kid that played basketball. So I was like a guy from that fucking basketball anime. God damn it, man. But spoiler alert, when I got to the mall, she was actually there. On the spot we agreed to meet at, and she looked pretty much like the image I had in mind, like a basic white girl. She also had a friend with her who was like this unimportant sidekick character who just repeated and confirmed everything she was saying. It was just fucking bizarre, dude. Apparently she was in Estonia because it was her 9th grade graduation class trip or some shit like that, and they were just killing some time in the mall with their classmates before moving on to some other place. Most likely a party place to perform some illegal acts of underage alcohol consumption. But yeah, it ended up not actually being awkward because she just kept on talking and asking me questions about my music and shit. And it was fortunate for me because I didn't have to silently stress over what to talk about inside my head like I normally would have. So yeah, we just had a little stroll around the mall and it wasn't bad. We took some awkward selfies and shit, which I bet made me look like a retard because everyone always looks shit in other people's pictures. I mean, I kinda actually was a retard anyway. Then after like half an hour, we ran into some of her classmates that were also hanging around the place, and they said some stuff to each other in Finnish that I didn't understand. Probably about where they're gonna go next, so because my new internet friend here, she just turned around and said, "We're gonna be going now." So I just said, "Alright, it was nice meeting you and stuff." And guess what happened next? Guess what happened next? I got a fucking hug. It was like the equivalent of getting laid for 16-year-old Shala. I just get a hug from a female that isn't my mom. I just fucking scored. Fuck yeah, dude. So before she left with her classmates, we agreed that we need to start talking on Skype a lot more. And you know what? We haven't spoken a single word since that day. Not one word. I'm not even kidding. We just talked once, then met up in real life, and then stopped acknowledging each other's existence completely. I mean, I did think of saying hey a couple times after that little incident, but I never actually pressed enter, so it just ended there. But hey, a girl actually showed at least some sort of interest in me for the first time in my life. It was a little bit of a confidence boost for me. And it was nice. So yeah, that was the first one of my storytime videos. If you enjoyed, be sure to rate 5 stars. And wait, I almost forgot to finish up my self-promotion. Check out my music at syntheture.bandcamp.com. I've got a fucking cool-ass pimped out site, but no one ever visits it, let alone listens to anything on it. Also, peep my SoundCloud, fam. It's lit. Alright, that's it for today. So stay tuned for more stories, and yeah, chill out. See ya.